to me it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack of the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Oh. Ain't shit, tell me it's a walk in the park. Ain't shit, tell me it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack of the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Oh. Ain't shit, tell me it's a walk in the park.
Welcome, everyone, back to Sports Talk with Krish. It is week 8 of the NFL season, and somehow, some way, the Carolina Panthers actually have a winning record, and today is a big game for the Panthers. The 4-3 Carolina Panthers host the 4-2 Buffalo Bills. Yes, Josh Allen and the Bills are in Charlotte this Sunday, and immediately you hear that and you're like, oh no. But the Panthers have hung around with these type of teams ever since last season. They had Bryce Young at quarterback. That is the big thing for today's game, guys. There will be no Bryce Young. He is inactive. He suffered an ankle injury last week against the New York Jets. That was Carolina's first road dub of the season. They won 13-6. J.C. Horn got 2 interceptions. But with no Bryce Young means the veteran Andy Dalton will take the field for Carolina today. And the expectations are modest at best. We saw what Andy Dalton could do with this offense last season. He was incredible the first few. And sorry, guys, I'm probably going to deal with a bunch of technical difficulties. I don't know what's been going on with my camera lately, but there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong for Carolina today. I'll say that, but a lot of stuff that can go well because we saw what Andy Dalton is capable to do with this offense. He has done a good job with this offense in general, especially when he came in last year once Bryce Young was benched, looked very good against the Las Vegas Raiders, the Cincinnati Bengals, before the trajectory started to go down. So let's see what Andy Dalton can do this Sunday. I expect Carolina to run the football with Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle. Dowdle right now 3rd in rushing yards in the NFL. And those 2 big games he had against the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys, a big reason he's up there. When Chuba Hubbard was hurt, Dowdle came in and played amazing. So I expect us to just run the football. Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle, if we can run the football with good execution and play well on that side of the ball, then Andy Dalton won't have to do too much passing the football. The Buffalo Bills are 31st in rush defense in the NFL, so we need to take advantage of that today if we want to have a chance in this game. But on the other side of the ball, you have to play the former MVP. Josh Allen's the first time he's played at Bank of America Stadium. It's going to be pretty rough. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard. Despite our defense playing as well as they can the last few weeks in this 3 straight victories for the Panthers, Josh Allen is 1 of 1. He's going to be very hard to cover and to contain behind the line of scrimmage. He's got James Cook, who is currently 4th in rushing yards in the entire NFL. So this is going to be a very big matchup for the Carolina Panthers, a game that I personally really wish Bryce Young was healthy and good to go because he needs a game like this. But fortunately, we have guys that we can rely on today. Dave Canales, this could be his first signature win as the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, and we can really put ourselves on the map. This could be 4 straight victories for the Carolina Panthers and can really solidify themselves as a contender in the NFC as they take on a very good Bills team. So it looks like the Buffalo Bills have won the toss and they elect to defer, which means the Carolina Panthers offense, we're going to get to see Andy Dalton and the new Panthers offense, the new quarterback in there as Bryce Young, we will hopefully have next week against the Green Bay Packers, another big game for the Carolina Panthers. But the goal is to run the football today. Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard will be the backs for Carolina. But with Andy Dalton at quarterback, how do the Carolina Panthers look? Are they as competitive as they were the last 3 weeks with Bryce Young? This is a big test. It's the Buffalo Bills. Anything could happen today. Hoping it's not going to be a big blowout. And let's see if the Carolina Panthers can stay competitive. Matt Prater out to boot it away for the Buffalo Bills. Rico Dowdle, Trevor Etienne back deep for the return. And we are underway. Week 8 of the NFL season from Bank of America Stadium. Dowdle secures it at the 1-yard line. He's up to the 20, the 25, and tumbles his way to the 31-yard line. That is where the Carolina Panthers will start their opening drive. Here comes Andy Dalton and the Carolina Panthers offense. Not much has changed since the injury to Bryce Young. The only change is quarterback right here. Andy Dalton, 15 seasons in the National Football League, a 4-2 record against the Buffalo Bills, which is ironically the Bills' record at the moment. So here comes Dalton, the Red Rifle, leading Carolina at quarterback today. Looks like Chuba Hubbard is going to get the start at the running back position, so he is behind Dalton on 1st down and 10. Leggett on the left, T-Mac on the right, 2 tight ends. And this will be a carry with Chuba Hubbard to start today's game. And Hubbard looked like he got about 4 yards with forward progress before he's dragged back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and manageable. Andy Dalton, his career passing rankings in NFL history is 22nd all-time in completions, 26th in yards, and 26th in touchdowns. So huge veteran presence for the Carolina Panthers today, and they are up to the line quickly. After a gain of 3 from Hubbard, it's 2nd down and 7. Dalton currently under center. Chuba Hubbard stays in the backfield, and this will be another carry for Hubbard, looking to find some open space, trying to get to the outside, and Chuba Hubbard will get a gain of 2 on the carry before he's dragged down. 3rd down and 5 for Carolina, and this is a situation where I'm curious to see how the Panthers team will work. You have no Bryce Young, so how will the Carolina Panthers look on 3rd down? Sean McDermott is one of 2 coaches since 1990 to start his career 8-0 after the bye week. The only other coach to do that is Andy Reid. So he has been incredible. Although Buffalo's on a 2-game losing streak, they do much better when they're off the bye, as they are this week. 3rd down and 6. Trips to the right for Andy Dalton. Here comes the pressure, and Dalton is sacked. Sacked at the 25-yard line by Ed Oliver. Had no chance to get rid of the football, could not even look downfield before the Buffalo Bills blow it up in the backfield, and Carolina will go 3 and out. Had Jatavian Sanders, Leggett, and Coker on the right, and before any of those routes could even develop, Andy Dalton was dragged to the turf. It looks like Brady Christensen fell down as he was trying to contain Ed Oliver. All right, so not the best start for Carolina. They'll go 3 and out. Sam Martin, the former Bill, to boot it away for the Panthers. Khalil Shakir on the return. And this punt is going to fly all the way to about the 22-yard line. Shakir makes the catch, looking to make a couple guys miss before he's out of bounds at the the Buffalo 25. And that is where the Bills will start this drive. Here comes the former MVP, Josh Allen, taking the field for the Bills. So no Bryce Young for the Panthers, but Josh Allen for the Bills, who is 7-0 after bye week. That is the best in the NFL among active quarterbacks. So this is a week that the Buffalo Bills usually dominate, which is why it's pretty rough seeing Carolina on the schedule against them right after their bye. But let's see what the Panthers defense can do. They have been a strong point for Carolina over the past few weeks, especially last week, holding the New York Jets to 2 field goals, forcing 2 turnovers. J.C. Horn with those interceptions. 1st down and 10, a toss to the left side for James Cook. He's got plenty of room. Cook will get a 1st down before he's tackled by Nick Scott, a gain of 11. And it's just a toss to the left side for the former Georgia halfback. He's got plenty of space. Nice blocking up ahead and an easy 1st down for Buffalo. So already the takeaway you can have from this game is Joe Brady, who is the former offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers, now the OC in Buffalo, is also going to run the football right back at you. James Cook, for a reason, is 4th in the NFL in rushing yards, and he proves that on the offensive first play for Buffalo. 5 wide for Josh Allen. It's a screen pass to Shakir, who will be taken down after about 2 yards. Roseboom, Wallace, and Ransom all surrounding Shakir. It'll be second down and long. Going to take a look at the offensive line for the Buffalo Bills. An experienced O-line in Buffalo with not the best receiving corp in the league. No Josh Palmer today, so technically the receiver one for Buffalo has been Dalton Kincaid, their tight end. They also use Dawson Knox, tight end number 2 on the offense. That was a gain of 2 on the screen pass to Shakir. It's second down and 8. James Cook lined up on the right of Josh Allen, 2 receivers to the left. And now they'll wave Shakir to that left side, make it trips to the left. Coleman on the right. Allen, he throws. His pass is nearly intercepted. It was tipped out of the hands of Dalton Kincaid. Christian Roseboom was there. And Mike Jack, if he just had his hands up a second earlier, almost had an interception off the deflection. Instead, it's third down and 8. And now the Panthers defense look to get a stop. And in the 3-4 scheme, they have 3 guys up at the line of scrimmage, and you got Scorton, Wallace, Roseboom, Wanham at linebacker. In the secondary, Horn, Jackson, Merrig, and Nick Scott. You also get to see a lot of Lathan Ransom, the rookie out of Ohio State. Third down and 8 for Buffalo. Carolina looking to send the house. They've got trips left and Kincaid on the right. Looks like J.C. Horn will be on Kincaid on third down and 8. It's another screen pass. Shakir, plenty of room to go, and he's got a first down in midfield. Khalil Shakir, a first down and more. Buffalo utilizing those screen passes to Shakir. And this time it works for a Buffalo first down. They will extend this drive even longer. There's not enough bodies in the black and blue for the Panthers on the left side of the field. Only had 2 defenders compared to Buffalo's 3 blockers. And then you have Khalil Shakir with his speed. He breaks. Mike Jack misses the tackle. And Shakir gets the first down. So Allen 2 for 3, 15 passing yards. And this looks like a run play from Buffalo. It is a toss to the left side. James Cook has another nice run down the sideline before he's pushed out of bounds. So James Cook, both of his carries have gone for a first down. And Buffalo pushing it down the field. A very solid showing on this opening drive for the Bills. As again, just much more blockers out there for the Bills rather than Panthers defenders getting over in time. And James Cook is not pushed out of bounds until he's got a first down. Roseboom, some could say a touchdown saving tackle. If Roseboom it's not there, then Cook's got a lot more yardage ahead. So first down and 10 at the Carolina 38 for Buffalo. Keep it on the ground with James Cook and another good run before Tershawn Wharton, the former Kansas City Chief, makes the play. 2-time Super Bowl champion. That was a gain of 6 on the carry, second down and 4. Carolina's run defense over the last 3 games has been incredible, averaging 44 yards a game. I think James Cook might get all that on this drive, though. They haven't played an elite running back like James Cook. They played Devon Achane week 5, very solid running back. Very good in fantasy. There goes Cook again, and he's got another first down before he's pushed out of bounds by J.C. Horn. And Buffalo just running all over Carolina. So not only did the Panthers stall with the 3 and out on their opening drive, but the Buffalo Bills are simply just running it down their throats right now. James Cook, 4 carries for 37 yards. And like I was just saying, Carolina's defense has averaged giving up 44 rushing yards a game. And James Cook gets 7 more yards. He already meets that average. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter. First down and 10 for Buffalo. And they're going to give James Cook a well-deserved rest. This is another carry to the left side, and it gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. Scorton, Brown, and Robinson all over it. Nothing going on the toss to the left side. It'll be second down and 10. And that carry was to Ty Johnson, who now goes back to the sideline. They saw enough of him. More than likely put James Cook back in the game for second down and 10. And I think the best Carolina would hope for here is to try and slow down James Cook in this run game and force Buffalo to a field goal. Ray Davis is actually in the game for Buffalo on second down and 10. Allen pump fakes again, throws to his left, and it is caught by Davis before they're actually going to say incomplete. He tried to make a diving effort. Either way, would have gotten no gain as Nick Scott swarming Ray Davis. Now third down and 10. Josh Allen and the Bills are going to have to pass the football here. Davis with a nice effort, but that ball is just bobbled. I mean, it's possible he caught it, but either way, he's down at the line of scrimmage. I don't think it necessarily matters. Yeah. It'd be a pointless review. 3rd down and 10. 5 wide, trips to the right. 2 receivers on the left. Carolina crowding the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 for Buffalo. Play clock down to 2, and they get it off. Allen rolling to his right, and he is sacked. Trevin Wallace, the sophomore linebacker out of Kentucky, with the pressure on Josh Allen. It's 4th down, and Buffalo will take their 3. The pressure came in quick off the edge. Trevin Wallace making a play for this Panthers defense. They brought Roseboom and Wallace. He's able to corral Josh Allen. 4th down, forcing Matt Prater to come out for the field goal attempt. How about Trevin Wallace making an impact? And Prater this year, 10 for 11. Only 1 miss on the season. This is a 45-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold, and the kick by Prater is good. So Buffalo strikes first here in Charlotte, a 3-0 lead. Carolina forces Matt Prater and the Bills to a 45-yard field goal. A solid start. And you're watching live on Sports Talk with Krish.
Ain't to me, it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack of the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa. Ain't tell me it's a walk in the park. Ain't tell me it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack of the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa. Ain't tell me it's a walk in the park. Ain't tell me it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack of the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa. Ain't tell me it's a walk in the park.
So after a very promising drive from the Buffalo Bills, they settle for a Matt Prater field goal, a 45-yard field goal to give themselves a 3-0 lead over the Panthers. Carolina, they just went 3 and out, so hopefully they can find something on this drive, but a solid stand. Trevin Wallace gets a sack on Josh Allen on a crucial 3rd down, forcing Buffalo to kick 3. So let's see how the Panthers offense can respond. I just mentioned they went 3 and out on their initial drive. So what can they do here? Chuba Hubbard will take the place of Rico Dowdle on the kickoff return. It's ETN and Hubbard. That gives you a sense of maybe Rico Dowdle will be the back on this drive for Carolina. Matt Prater to boot it away. And we continue here in Charlotte, a 3-0 lead for Buffalo. And it's going to be Chuba Hubbard on the return. He catches it at about the 2-yard line. He's up to the 20, the 25, and down at the 28, 29-yard line. 7:07 to go in the first quarter. And here come the Carolina Panthers offense. Well, let's look at this 3rd down by Buffalo on the previous drive, where Carolina kind of crowded the line of scrimmage. They had 5-6 defenders. Looked like they were going to come after Josh Allen. And then once Allen takes the snap, it just turns into a solid 5-man rush, and Trevin Wallace is unblocked. Unblocked, gets through and makes the sack. First down and 10, trips to the left. Rico Dowdle is the back for Carolina. Andy Dalton steps up, he throws and completes it. There's Tedero McMillan, and he's got a Carolina Panthers first down. It looked like Andy Dalton initially was not ready for that snap. It just fired into his right arm, but either way, he finds the rookie, the number 8 overall pick from Arizona, Tedero McMillan, for a Panther first down. And other than Robert Hunt, a healthy offensive line for the Carolina Panthers today. They've got Damian Lewis back after he missed the game last week against the Jets. First down and 10. This is a carry for Rico Dowdle, who pushes up ahead for a solid gain. It'll be second and short. Dowdle, his first carry, who has just been on a legacy run this last few weeks for the Panthers, especially that week 5 and 6 stretch. Ever since Chuba Hubbard came back in, the production has gone down just a little bit, but he's still been very good ever since week 5. First in rushing yards, first in 10-plus yards, and second in yards a rush. Second down and 5. Bryson Tremaine, the receiver. Jatavian Sanders, the fullback. Rico Dowdle, the running back. And Dalton is in trouble. He's just going to chuck it for Tremaine. It's incomplete. Flags are all over the place. And we'll have to see what the penalty is. That was Maxwell Harrison, who was activated off the IR for the Buffalo Bills, their rookie corner, making his NFL debut. And it is going to be a hold on the defense. Looks like it might be on Harrison, as he was in coverage on Bryson Tremaine. And no, it's actually on Jordan Poyer, the longtime veteran. There's a simple play action. Poyer, oh my goodness, absolutely holds Mitchell Evans and pushes him to the ground. Blows up that play, but did it illegally. So that's going to be an automatic first down for the Panthers. They are at the Buffalo 49. Dowdle in the backfield. He gets the carry. And there goes Rico Dowdle pushing forward for another solid gain. Again, second and manageable for Carolina. They just look so much better with Rico Dowdle in the backfield. And I'm a guy that loves Chuba Hubbard. He had an amazing breakout season for the Panthers last year. But I think it's pretty obvious that Rico Dowdle needs to be running back 1. Chuba Hubbard needs to be running back 2. I think you can absolutely give both of them a bunch of opportunities. Give Chuba Hubbard opportunities as well. But Rico Dowdle has just been the better back lately. As they wave Jalen Coker in motion, he's still looking for his first catch of the season, was dealing with a quad injury for about 7 weeks, made his season debut last week as Dalton throws in the vicinity of Coker, but it's incomplete. Hairston in coverage again. And Andy Dalton looked like he wanted a flag on that play, but it's not going to get it. All right, third down and 5 for the Panthers. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rico Dowdle in the backfield with Dalton. Leggett and Coker on the right. T-Mac on the left. Carolina 21st in the NFL on third downs. They are going to run the football with Rico Dowdle. He's got a first down to the 25, 20-yard line. Rico Dowdle, a Panther first down. Dave Canales fools the Buffalo defense. He runs the football on 3rd and 5. And why not give it to the hottest running back in the National Football League? A Panther first down. They are inside the red zone. As Rico Dowdle cuts it to the right, good blocking up ahead. One man to beat before he's dragged down inside the red zone. Angry runs the last few weeks from Rico Dowdle, and he continues to show up in big moments for the Panthers. And can Carolina get in the end zone? This is a wildcat formation for Rico Dowdle, and the Bills defense is having none of it. Dave Canales trying to get creative in the playbook. They try to run a read option wildcat with Rico Dowdle, and he gets stood up behind the line of scrimmage. Dave Canales in his second season, 9-15 record as the Carolina Panthers head coach. A rebuilding season in year 1 for the Panthers. And just, it's been improvement ever since. You have a winning record in week 8. They have played some complimentary football. There's still a lot of growing pains, but some complimentary football for this young team. Trips to the left. A receiver on the right, Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. Second down and 11. Dalton with time. Pump fakes. Looking, he's going to take off. The red rifle, he fumbles. He lost the football, and it's recovered. Andy Dalton trying to do too much on offense. He takes off and he loses the ball. Fumbles it from behind. It's recovered by Bernard, and the Buffalo defense gets a turnover. You have to be kidding. I don't know why both the quarterbacks on this team refuse to slide. I don't know what it is. They both especially, I mean, Bryce is known for just going, and then losing the football somehow. That's all on Andy Dalton. Just go down. I don't know what he's doing. Not these quarterbacks don't have ball security of a quarterback like Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. Even then, Josh Allen still loses the football from time to time. I don't know why you're not sliding in that situation. So Carolina puts up their best drive of the game. Andy Dalton and the offense finally have momentum. Rico Dowdle put them in position to at least get a field goal. And the Carolina Panthers come away with nothing because Andy Dalton tries to run around and fumbles the ball away. Ridiculous, man. I mean, ball security is so important. I don't care if it's a good play by the defensive player. He gets you from behind. He fumbles the ball. Go down. You do not need to run for extra yards. It's a blown up play. Go pick up a yard or two and slide. Or at least just go down. You are not made to keep running. It's hard to say out loud, I guess, but like I just don't get it. We're doing it to ourselves. Every single week we go in position in a nice spot to play good football, win the game, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot. We make a mistake ourselves, and we give the football back to Buffalo, who already had a very promising offensive drive. You're giving the football back to the MVP of the NFL, the best player. You're giving him the football back. The whole point is to keep the ball away from him. And I know he has to go the length of the field now, but it's just, my goodness, you just put at least 3 points off the board. You just lost 3 points. And it's only for so long that our young defense is going to be able to hold on with the MVP and veteran experience of Josh Allen and Joe Brady's offense, who has been incredible these past few seasons. I've come so close to winning a Super Bowl. And it's not a Super Bowl worthy play from Andy Dalton at all. Please just go down. My goodness. So the nice run by Rico Dowdle that set up Carolina in the red zone amounts for absolutely nothing as Andy Dalton fumbles the ball away. First down and 10 for Buffalo. Carolina's first 2 drives have ended in 3 and out and a turnover. Awesome. People still wonder, why do we want Andy Dalton at quarterback? You don't want Bryce Young at quarterback. Because that was going to make a change for the Panthers. All right, first down and 10. Here is Josh Allen back at quarterback. Princely Uman has checked into the game on the defensive side of the ball, and there goes James Cook on a solid carry up the middle. It'll be second and manageable for Buffalo. And here's a replay of Andy Dalton just fumbling it away. Anything but go down. It's an excellent play by Greg Rousseau. It's a great play to come from behind and get the ball. And Dalton, I know Dalton, he's a veteran. He knows it's on him. It's just unnecessary superhero plays. Very unnecessary. As Dalton and Bryce Young stay next to each other. Young in a hoodie. He's inactive for today's game with an ankle injury. Second down and 4. A toss to the right side for James Cook. He's got a first down and more. Down the sideline goes James Cook before he's pushed out of bounds near midfield. And a first down and more for Buffalo. Play action. Allen stands up in the pocket, delivers, and incomplete. In the vicinity of Dalton Kincaid and Keon Coleman. Neither receiver looked like they were prepared for the football there. As that ball just sails, hits the turf, incomplete. Second down and 10. Carolina's run defense last week against Breece Hall and the Jets only gave up 44 yards today, already 68 rushing yards for the Bills. James Cook having a field day here in this first quarter. Second down and 10, 2:16 to go in the first. Allen to throw again, and his pass is deflected down by Michael Jackson, incomplete. Mike Jack, another defensive effort. He has been making plays all over the field for Carolina today, trying to shut down those rumors that he cannot be a complimentary corner two to J.C. Horn. They just try to do a simple comeback route to Keon Coleman, and Mike Jack able to recover in time, make a play, and push that ball to the turf. Third down and 10 for Buffalo. So they've gone away from the run game, which I think Buffalo fans would be a little questionable about. After an amazing run game, they try to pass it twice. It doesn't work out. Now you're going to have to pass it on third down and 10. Allen, with time, delivers downfield and completes it. There is Kincaid for a first down to the Carolina 30-yard line. Tackle made by Trevon Merrick. So Buffalo has gone away from running the football. You'd think you can get a stop on a third down and 10, and you cannot. Josh Allen finds the wide open Dalton Kincaid on the left side of the field, and it's a Buffalo first down. First down and 10 for the Bills. They're actually going to mark it at the Carolina 31. Toss it to the left side for James Cook, and there he goes on another good run. Just running down our throats. Can we, please stop the run a little bit? Second down and 3. Play action. Allen rolling to his right, looking to make a play, and Josh Allen delivers, completes it. What a play by Josh Allen over to Moore for the first down. Elijah Moore with the sliding reception on the sideline. Mike Jack in coverage. Josh Allen looked like he had nowhere to go on this play and proves why he is the NFL MVP. As it looks like he only got 1 foot in. Yeah, and good. Carolina hopefully challenged that. That should be an incomplete pass. There is no way he got 2 feet down. That is a 1-foot catch. Good thing Dave Canales came out there and challenged that. That is not a catch. I was about to say, hold on a freaking second. That is not a catch. No way. 1. Yeah, that is not even close to a catch. That's going to be a pretty quick review. We'll go to a commercial break. Yeah, there's not going to be much to review there. That was absolutely an incomplete pass. And Cassidy Hill just tweeted that Carolina wins the challenge. It's going to be third down for the Bills, which makes sense. There was just no way that was a catch. It looked like a catch in real time, I can't lie. But yeah, when you see the replay, it is just so obvious incomplete. All right, so third down for the Bills whenever we do return. And hopefully that gives Carolina an opportunity to get a stop on defense and force another field goal. That would be, again, best case scenario. when you have such a good drive and you turn the ball over. That's just so frustrating how Carolina went with that. Such a good drive by the Panthers. And that's not Dave Canales' fault at all. That second drive is not on Dave Canales at all. That was an amazing, good play calls, put Carolina in a position to go score. It's just bad execution by his offense. All right, so the call has officially been reversed. So good effort by Mike Jack sticking with it, not giving Elijah Moore any space to succeed here. And it is third down for the Bills. .44 seconds on the clock, third down and 3 for Buffalo. James Cook in the backfield. They could very much run the football here if they want to, and they will. A toss to the left side. James Cook has got the first down. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they were just going to run the football with James Cook. I guess it wasn't obvious to which side they were going to, but James Cook has had this good of a game. They're just going to keep it on the ground with him. So I don't know what our defense needs to be to do different to prepare for this. But it was pretty obvious they were going to run the football with James Cook. I mean, he's already got 8 carries for 80 yards. Could possibly get a touchdown on this drive. I don't know why we're not prepared for it, but Buffalo does not have to snap the football here. We'll see if they do. I formation. And they will snap it. It's Cook again. Why not? He's had such a good game, but that's why you don't. Christian Roseboom with the TFL making the play behind the line of scrimmage and may have hurt himself a little bit there. He immediately looked at the sideline for his finger, so we got to hope that he's okay, but a great tackle, the TFL on James Cook, and that is the end of the first quarter. Buffalo driving, and they lead the Panthers. 3-0 is the score. You're watching live on Sports Talk with Krish. All right, here we go. Second down and 11. Carolina only with 3 passing yards. My goodness, in that first quarter. Going to wave Shakir to the right side of the field. Allen to throw. There is a flag down. And hopefully this is a false start on Buffalo. This could back them up even more. And it is. Let's go. So that'll make it 2nd down and 16 for Buffalo. Looks like it was Deion Dawkins who moved early. And a veteran tackle. Buffalo with 10 penalties in the game since week 4. So, wow, most in the NFL. They've been a penalized team as of late. 2nd down and 16. Josh Allen rolling to his left. Now rolling back to his right, looking to make a play. Throws and completes it. Are you kidding me? Kincaid just shy of the 1st down marker. But how about Josh Allen rolling all the way to the left, shifting back to the right, and again proving why he is the MVP of the NFL? My goodness. I mean, Carolina just has no chance here. They do a good job of containing Josh Allen. Nobody on that left side. Now they tush push with Allen, and you know that 6'5" Allen is going to get the 1st down each time he does. There is a flag. So did Buffalo false start on this tush push? Nobody does it like the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Bills try and replicate it, and it's going to cost them. 2 false starts to start the 2nd quarter for Buffalo. So instead of picking up the easy 1st down, they're actually going to call illegal formation on Buffalo. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Again, nobody perfects the tush push better than the Philadelphia Eagles. And how about the Buffalo Bills trying to replicate that? They did not do it very well, though. Not in the right formation at all. And Josh Allen knows it. 3rd down and 6 for Buffalo. Trips to the left. Now they wave Shakir to that right side, back to the left. Trips to the left. A running back next to Allen. Josh Allen looking, rolling to his right, looking to make a play. Josh Allen to his left. 4 Panthers defenders there. Allen, what's he going to do? He is sacked. Back at the 31-yard line. It's the rookie from Texas A&M, Nick Scorton. The 2nd-round pick getting up to 3 sacks on the season. It's 4th down. And Josh Allen running for his life. The Panthers defense gets him. DJ Wanham pulled off a piece of his jersey, slowing down Allen even more before Nick Scorton makes the sack. What a play by the Panthers defense, forcing Matt Prater and the Bills to another long field goal attempt. He made one. Oh, and now we got some movement. Oh, man. This looked like it's on Carolina. Some movement on the field goal. I think a Panther might have jumped here. Okay, so I'm not sure what the call is. I think a Panther jumped. Yeah, so a Panther jumped. So now it's a 43-yard field goal for Matt Prater. It would have been 48. So this gives him a very good opportunity to make this field goal and give Buffalo a 6-0 lead. 43 yards out. Matt Prater, good snap, good hold. And the kick by Prater right down the middle. So Carolina's defense has done all they can against Josh Allen. They get a sack. Nick Scorton, welcome to the NFL, gets a sack on Josh Allen. 6-0 Buffalo leads. Let's see what Carolina's offense can do next.
sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Riding around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack at the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say it, you can come to the Ville. Just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Oh. Ain't shit, tell me it's a walk in the park.
6-0 as we get a skyline view of uptown Charlotte. The Buffalo Bills lead the Panthers 6-0 is the score now. Carolina's defense has given up some yards. Don't get me wrong. Given up a good amount of yards, but it hasn't totaled to a touchdown yet. They have forced Matt Prater and the Bills to 2 field goals. So Buffalo leading 6-0. Can the Carolina Panthers offense finally turn it up? They need to run the football with Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard as ETN will take a knee in the end zone. Oh, and who remembers this? Back in 2017 when Andy Dalton and the Bengals defeated the Ravens, getting the Buffalo Bills into the playoffs. Bills teammates, everyone watching in the locker room celebrating when Dalton got that touchdown. And then they had a round of applause at preseason when Dalton came on the field, got them both into the postseason. How about you look at that? So Buffalo fans very much respect Andy Dalton. First down and 10 for Carolina, starting from their own 25. Hubbard in the backfield, play action. Dalton looking, steps up in the pocket, and delivers a dime to Teteroa McMillan. Beautiful pass from Andy Dalton, the red rifle. All smiles. He finds T-Mac for a Panther first down. Very calm and composed in the pocket, and this is what Andy Dalton does best. If he's got time in the pocket, he's going to find an open receiver. A beautiful throw from the red rifle. T-Mac, his second reception of the game. Good enough for a Panther first down and more. And there you go. Get some confidence for Andy Dalton. He puts Carolina in Buffalo territory. A carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he pushes ahead for another solid gain. Carolina is getting plays that set them up into Buffalo territory. It's just how do they finish these drives? They turned the ball over last time. Can they at least put a field goal on the board? Can we put some points on the board here? That's what matters most for the Panthers. Gain of 4 on that carry for Chuba Hubbard. Second down and 6. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Dalton under center. Steps up, delivers, and completes it. There's Tremble on National Tight End Day. Tommy Tremble with a catch before he's pushed out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short for Carolina. And this would be prime position to run the football. It's 3rd down and 3. We look at some of the Panthers receivers. Taller guys, 6'4", T-Mac, 6'3", Leggett, 6'3", Coker, and they all weigh around 215, 220. Leggett at 227. 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers. Wave Chuba Hubbard to that left side. Trips to the right. Sanders, Coker, Leggett, T-Mac on the left. Dalton to throw, delivers, and completes it. There is Jalen Coker with his first catch of the season. It's a Carolina Panther first down. All smiles from the undrafted free agent from Holy Cross. Made some outstanding plays as a rookie last season for Carolina. Has been dealing with an injury to start this season. Was only targeted once last Sunday, and there is his first catch of the season. He will make more plays than that. Coker, a first down for Carolina. Hubbard in the backfield to the left of Dalton. They're going to wave Jimmy Horn, the rookie out of Colorado, to the backfield. T-Mac on the right, Leggett on the left. And this is going to go to Jimmy Horn. An option play for the rookie with his speed. Jimmy Horn, a solid gain before he's dragged down. The 6th round selection out of Colorado was the wide receiver 1 for Shedeur Sanders. Or you could say him or LeJontay Wester. The top wide receivers with the Buffaloes last season. If we're going to exclude Travis Hunter, of course, who is just 1 of 1, corner and receiver. Gain of 7 to Jimmy Horn Jr. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Panthers. Hubbard in the backfield, T-Mac on the right. They're going to wave Tommy Tremble to that right side as well. It's a run play. Chuba Hubbard spinning for a Carolina Panther first down. tackled inside the red zone. But a flag is down, and you'd have to think this could be on Carolina. This might bring them back. And although XL gives a pat on the back to Chuba Hubbard, it doesn't look like this run's going to count. And it is going to be a hold on the Panthers. So an amazing effort from Chuba Hubbard, but it's not going to count. The hold's actually going to go on Xavier Legette, which is probably why he patted Chuba on the back saying, that's my fault. Let's see what happened here. It was right at the top where Chuba's trying to make that cut, and yeah, that's a hold. Tugged his jersey a little bit too much. Legette kind of knew. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Hubbard in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. They're going to run it with Chuba Hubbard again, and he fights for a solid gain. Set up a 3rd and manageable for the Panthers offense. This is field goal range for the rookie out of Florida State, Ryan Fitzgerald. But if Carolina can pick up a 1st down, they can extend this drive and look to finally get in the end zone, break through. Neither team has scored a touchdown in today's contest so far. Chuba Hubbard remains in the backfield on 3rd down and 7. Andy Dalton 4 for 5 with 40 passing yards. He's had a solid day through the air so far. Jimmy Horn and T-Mac on the right. Tremble and Legette on the left. Here comes the pressure. Dalton steps up. He delivers for Horn, and it's incomplete. Just out of reach for the rookie from Colorado. 4th down and 7. And I think both of them were just off a little bit. Jimmy Horn unable to get in position to make the catch there. I think Dalton might have led him just a tad bit too far. And then Jimmy Horn, not being the biggest guy in the world, a much smaller receiver, unable to get there in time. So they go for the 1st down, don't get it. 4th down and 7. Here comes Ryan Fitzgerald, the rookie from FSU, a Seminole. A 48-yard field goal to try and tag into this lead, put Carolina on the board. Good snap, good hold, and the rookie is true once again. A field goal contest so far from Bank of America Stadium. The Red Rifle a little disappointed didn't hit Jimmy Horn on that 3rd down, but a very good drive nonetheless. And Carolina gets back into this game. 6-3 is their score. You're watching live on Sports Talk with Chris.
Ain't shit to me, it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack at the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say you can come to the Ville, just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa. Ain't shit to me, it's a walk in the park. Ain't shit to me, it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack at the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say you can come to the Ville, just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa. Ain't shit to me, it's a walk in the park. Ain't shit to me, it's a walk in the park. Y'all too smart, can't talk from the heart. I got sauce and it's all for the charts. No aux in the car. Ride around bumping that first blueprint on this. I ain't trying to hear what the info is. I've been trying to move on the impulsive tip. Do you want dip? I can tell you ain't having that much fun. 3 years in with your ex-boyfriend, y'all tied that knot, but it's back undone. Oh yeah, I'm trying to stack 1 ton. You ain't gotta ask where that come from. I ain't never rock no pack, son. I was on the pack at the Moss ain't mess. I skip class, no hallway pass. I'm team cap, you was always last. She got good hands in the all-state. I got good kids and they all came fast. I ain't gotta say you can come to the Ville, just ask who's hot, they gon' all say Jack. Told me stay down, but I always have. When I come around, man, they always ask, how does it feel? Whoa.
6-3 is your score now from Bank of America Stadium. Carolina with a solid drive goes down, gets a field goal from the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald, cut into this lead 6-3. 12-3 is the score. Buffalo getting the football now. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half. The Bills do get the football to start the second half. Carolina was unable to do anything on an opening drive, 3 and out, and this return is only going to get up to the 23-yard line, where the special teams of the Panthers makes the stop. And here comes Buffalo on offense. They've been running the football very well from what the statistics say, averaging 150 rushing yards a game. That is the best in the NFL. Their rush defense has not been good, though, 31st in the NFL, and the 5.8 average is worst in the NFL since 1950, which is why Carolina has tried to run the football as much as they can. I think we'd like to see a lot more of Rico Dowdle running the football. He looked to be more effective in the run game than Chuba Hubbard when he stepped onto the field. And it's 1st down and 10 for Buffalo. We'll see if the Panthers defense can finally get an actual stop rather than a field goal this time. Just seeing if we can get even more improvement from this up-and-coming Panthers defense. A toss to the right side for James Cook. He is in trouble, but he evades the pressure and gets a solid gain before he's out of bounds. It looked like James Cook was in trouble in that toss to the left side, but was able to find space as Derrick Henry, scoring a rushing touchdown today against the Chicago Bears, now passes Walter Payton all-time in rushing touchdowns in NFL history, 5th for King Henry, legendary running back for the Tennessee Titans, now with the Baltimore Ravens. As James Cook, 10 carries for 81 yards, a significant start for him. And very uncharacteristic for how the Carolina Panthers run defense has been the last 3 weeks, but you can only expect so much. You're playing one of the top backs in the league. As it's a screen pass to Shakir again. He's got a 1st down up to the 35-yard line. That is the 3rd time this game that Josh Allen has found Khalil Shakir on that simple screen pass. And 2 out of the 3 times it has worked. This time for a Buffalo 1st down. I'm not going to say Chuba sucks, but I think we need Dowdle more. It's pretty obvious that Rico Dowdle has just been so much better than Chuba Hubbard. I love Chuba, and I think we can find ways to utilize Chuba as well, but the running back one needs to be Rico Dowdle. He has been the better back. And this is a carry for James Cook, and there he goes. James Cook up the middle. Nobody is home. The 15-10-5 touchdown, Buffalo. Wide open is the middle of the field. James Cook finds it, and he continues to have an amazing game. Buffalo breaks through with the game's 1st touchdown. I mean, there is just no Carolina Panther defender in the middle of the field. So you might have been expecting a pass here, and then once Merrick slips and Nick Scott is blocked too well, there are no other Carolina Panthers defenders available to stop James Cook. And he simply just goes to the sideline, does a backflip into the end zone, and Buffalo has the game's 1st touchdown. Matt Prater on the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and it is no good. He missed the extra point. He pushed it to the left. So 12-3 is your score. James Cook with a very long 64-yard rushing touchdown to give Buffalo their 1st touchdown of the game for either team. Matt Prater does miss the extra point. So the score is still 12-3. A 9-point lead for the Bills here in Charlotte. Will stay on. That's just an amazing play. James Cook is just on fire right now. We need to find a way. The problem is the Buffalo Bills are so good on offense with James Cook in the backfield. They have to find a way to contain the run game of James Cook, possibly Josh Allen taking off for a run. But at the same time, Josh Allen is a threat in the pass game. So if you start containing the run for James Cook and Josh Allen, he's just going to throw it over your head and find Dalton Kincaid, Shakir, or Coleman. I think that's what makes this Buffalo offense just so deadly to teams in the NFL. And they're just simply the better team so far in this game. They have been the better team. And they've made us work for everything on defense. James Cook is putting up an absolute field day right now, and it doesn't look like we care to stop it. So a 64-yard rushing touchdown from James Cook. Matt Prater misses the extra point, so Buffalo leads 12-3 is the score. We are 1 hour into this stream. If you are new to Sports Talk with Krish, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Try to call as many Carolina Panthers games throughout the season We'll get more NFL games come playoff time. The Charlotte Hornets in basketball, playoffs in basketball, obviously will take a while till we get there from around April. But all that stuff is right here on Sports Talk with Krish. We look around the league, looking at Red Zone as well. The Jets are down. Well, initially it was just 17-3 to the Bengals until Justin Fields lobs a touchdown to Tyler Johnson. So the Jets now get it within a touchdown. The Ravens with Tyler Huntley at quarterback. What's his name? Snoop, I think, is his name now. As he hits Zay Flowers for a first down. The Ravens are up in that game. That's a nice ball from Justin Fields. Had a little game rewind. Looks like Fields had a play action play over the middle that went to Tyler Johnson to set it up nicely. It's the 0-7 Jets looking for their first win of the season. Didn't come last week when the Panthers came to town and got their first road victory of the season. Joe Brady locked in, playing his former team, the Carolina Panthers. It did not go well with him at OC here. I think I always liked Joe Brady. I don't know if it was necessarily all of his fault for the issues Carolina had on offense, but doing amazing with the Buffalo Bills. Always rooting for him. 12-3 is your score from Charlotte. James Cook with a rushing touchdown. It's Etienne on the return, and the rookie of Travis, Trevor Etienne, gets up to about the 27-yard line. That is where the Panthers will start this next drive. And we'll go back to that touchdown run for James Cook. There's just so much developing in the backfield for Buffalo before Josh Allen gives this carry to Cook, who initially is running to the left side. And, I mean, the vision is just clear. There is nobody in the middle of the field. If James Cook can make a couple of moves and the blocks hold, he is going to have way too much space to not only get a first down, but take it all the way for a touchdown. So not a lot of rest for the Panthers offense. They're back at it. Rico Dowdle in the backfield, first down and 10. And Dowdle is met at the line of scrimmage, gets a yard at best. It'll be second down and 9. Carolina trying to go back and forth with Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle at running back, and they'll bring Rico off the field, second down and 9. Almost feels like Rico Dowdle has to be perfect to stay on the field for the Panthers, and if Chuba Hubbard isn't perfect, he gets to stay on. It's really confusing situation in Charlotte right now. I really wish we would just stick more to Rico Dowdle than Chuba Hubbard. Again, love Chuba Hubbard, but come on, man. It's just so obvious that Rico Dowdle has been the better guy. They wave Jimmy Horn in motion. He's going to get the football. Here's the screen pass, and Horn will get a couple yards on a play. A big hit made by Maxwell Hairston. There's that rookie corner from Kentucky, Buffalo's first-round pick, who is making his NFL debut today, coming off IR. Third down and 7 for the Panthers, and a very crucial one. Buffalo gets the football to start the second half, so Carolina would really like to put up a drive here that could come down in points. But if they don't get a first down, as Jimmy Horn on the sideline, they don't get a first down here, they're going to have to give the football right back to Buffalo. 6 minutes to go, third down and 7. Dowdle in the backfield, trips right, T-Mac on the left. Dalton takes the shotgun snap, looking for McMillan, and it's out of reach, incomplete. Dalton throws it out of reach to T-Mac, and he is frustrated with himself. The rookie wide receiver had to try and make an incredible one-hand snag to get the first down, but just out of reach for Teteroa McMillan. And here comes Sam Martin on the punt. Keon Coleman back to return for Buffalo. Second-year wide receiver out of Florida State. And it's Sam Martin to boot it away. And this ball hanging at about the 21-yard line for it's caught at Coleman. And a big hit. Big hit made. It's Thomas Incoom who gets to Keon Coleman and makes sure he is sat down deep into Buffalo's own territory. Coleman, no chance on that return. My goodness. What a hit from Incoom. And that is where Buffalo will start this next drive. So unfortunate that Carolina's offense has just not gotten anywhere. But I don't know, man. If I don't know if they're going to get a stop on Buffalo's offense. If they do, they're going to need it right here. because Buffalo gets the football to start the second half. I'd like for us to somehow score before halftime. I don't know how they do it, though. At this moment, I'm honestly convinced that the Panthers are in this football game with Bryce Young at quarterback. Just saying. He's played the entire season, all 7 weeks with these guys, has not the veteran presence that Andy Dalton has, but has the connection that Andy Dalton doesn't have with this offense, clearly. Bryce has been striving ever since this winning streak for Carolina, and I just think him at quarterback gives us the best opportunity. There's a reason he's quarterback one and was the number one pick. And you can tell that this team looks completely different without Bryce Young at quarterback. The offense looks dysfunctional in the pass game, to be honest. The playbook is surrounded around Bryce Young. There's only so much play calling that Dave Canales has for a quarterback that cannot move around to the left and right, that has to stay in the pocket in his playbook. And to top it all off, you're doing it against one of the better teams in the National Football League. So what's expected to happen in this game has happened so far. The Buffalo Bills lead by 9. They have the football back. They have ran the football all over the Carolina Panthers. James Cook having one of the best games of his career. Buffalo up 12-3. $146 rushing yards here in the first half, which is the most yards by a Bills player since 1992. First down and 10. And why not just keep it on the ground with him? And there goes James Cook again. I would love if our defense made some sort of a switch, though. It's like they're watching James Cook eclipse 150 rushing yards on the game, and they won't do anything about it. I think that's the problem I've had with Evero the most is he watches an issue happen, and it happens to some crazy extreme, and there is no change. It stays the exact same. There's clearly no trade. He's still getting 7 yards a carry. I think he started this game with 10 yards a carry. And now it's second down and 3. Play action. Allen rolls to his right, completes it, and catch made. Are they going to give Buffalo the first down? It looks like they will. That's Jackson Hawes, the rookie from Georgia Tech, and they're actually going to say he's short. Nope. Pump faked from Fox. First down and 10. Trevin Wallison to make that play, and yeah, leaped ahead. He got the first. First down and 10 for Buffalo, assuming they'll just keep it on the ground with James Cook, and no, they go back to play action. Allen going to take a shot downfield, and it's out of the reach for an open receiver, incomplete. Make it second down and 10. So the pass defense for Carolina continues to step up. Merrick slipped in coverage, so fortunately Allen did not put the ball in the right spot because that would have fried Carolina's defense in the middle of the field. Second down and 10 for Buffalo. 4:16 to go in the first half. The Bills up 12-3. They get the football to start the second half. Ray Davis in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's got an open right side before he is met at the 40-yard line. A big hit. Christian Roseboom is there. Third down and 6 for Buffalo, and this is a huge play for the Panthers defense. This is a huge opportunity for the Panthers defense. Third down and 6. Buffalo 3 for 5 on third down conversions today. It's Ty Johnson in the backfield. There was no James Cook on this 3rd down and 6. Allen to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking to make a play. Josh Allen, he is in trouble. The play's collapsing. And it is caught on the sideline, but they say incomplete. For Khalil Shakir, it's Shaw Smith-Wade in coverage. Already has a pick 6 on the season. Did a good job containing Shakir. Makes sure if he's going to make the reception, he's out of bounds. It is 4th down and 6, and the Carolina Panthers defense gets a stop here. Gives the offense an opportunity to go score before the half, and Shakir bobbled that football before he made the catch, but did not make the catch inbounds. 4th down and 6, Buffalo to punt. Panthers punt team, as this punt lingers and is caught at about the 17-yard line, maybe? 13, excuse me. Backed up a little bit more than what the camera angle showed. 3:20 to go here in Bank of America Stadium. Let's see what the Panthers got for us. This is a big drive. And again, if you are new to Sports Talk with Krish, make sure you hit the subscribe button. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. Call games for the Carolina Panthers, the Charlotte Hornets. We'll do playoff games for the NFL, NBA. As you can see, some of the Duke jerseys in the back. I'm a big Duke basketball fan, so maybe we'll get to do some Duke basketball games this season as well. This is a big drive for the Panthers. Big drive for the Panthers. They need to at least get a field goal. I'm hoping for at least a field goal on this drive. It's going to be a long drive, though. That's a good punt, so Carolina's got to start at their own 13. So if they somehow went down and scored, it'd be an 87-yard drive. If they scored a touchdown, that is. I think a field goal is still very much in play. We need to try our best to keep the football away from Buffalo for the rest of this first half. I just keep mentioning that Buffalo won the kickoff, they won the coin toss, so they elected a kickoff to Carolina. The Panthers went 3 and out on that opening drive. A sack for Ed Oliver. So the Panthers truly need to utilize this drive right here. They need to run a nice 2-minute drill, an opportunity to get some points on the board before we go to halftime. I mean, Carolina will more than likely be trailing Buffalo just by how amount, and then you're going to have to see if your defense can get you a stop on that opening drive of the second half for Buffalo. But either way, I think you'd rather it be 12-6 at best rather than 12-3. Make it a 1-score game at halftime before Buffalo opens up the second half with the football, no matter what. Worst case scenario is Carolina does not score on this drive, and they don't score to the point where there's still time for Buffalo to come back the other way. Keep in mind, neither team has used a timeout in this game so far. So that could mean there's plenty of time for Buffalo to go down and score. Looking back on this 3rd down and 6, Carolina's defense getting the stop. Josh Allen just forced to roll out to the right, nothing available. I mean, proving why he is one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League, keeping this play alive. Just waiting and waiting for Shakir to get over there to give him a chance. 1st down and 10 for Carolina, starting from their own 13-yard line. And now Jimmy Horn, who took a big collision on a couple plays earlier, is actually heading to the locker room. It's not a good sight for the Panthers. They try to run the football with Chuba Hubbard, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Cole Bishop in there on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why can't Rico Dowdle be in the game? I don't get it. Again, Chuba Hubbard fan here. But it's like, my goodness. Rico Dowdle has so much clearly proven that he is the better running back and has been. Not only just for the Panthers, but in the entire NFL throughout the last few weeks, and he's still not in the game. Dalton on 2nd down and 10, rolling to his right, looking to make a play, and it is caught by Xavier Legette. He caught it inbounds, and it'll be 3rd and manageable. A nice catch by Legette, but was his foot out of bounds prior to it? That's a really close call. It looks like he caught it inbounds, but his foot might have, his left heel might have been out of bounds before he came back and made that catch, which would make it illegal touching. And it's hard to, he stepped out of bounds beforehand. He stepped out of his whole right foot was out of bounds beforehand. Tre'Davious White was in coverage right in front of Bryce Young, and he stepped out of bounds twice, it looked like. So for now, it's just an incomplete pass on the field, which I think we'll take. 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. And again, this is what I was hoping is the worst case scenario, and the Panthers are here. They really need this conversion. 3rd down and 10. Dalton, does he have time to make a play? Lobbing for T-Mac, and it's caught! 1st down, Carolina. A flag is down, but Andy Dalton, a beautiful football to Teteroa McMillan. And now this is all pending on the penalty. That was a great play from Andy Dalton to T-Mac. A nice pass, letting T-Mac go make a play. What is this flag? And it's on the defense, so Carolina will just decline a Panthers 1st down, and we could have a drive here. Let's go. How about Andy? They waved Jalen Coker in motion on the last second. T-Mac, just a simple out route, a post, and Dalton puts it on the money. What a throw by Andy Dalton. Steps up in the pocket, takes a hit too at the end of the play. Ed Oliver got him on the ground, but T-Mac continues to make plays. Does not look like a rookie half the time. Carolina will snap the football on 1st down and 10. Chuba Hubbard will get them a couple extra yards, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 remaining here in the 1st half. Buffalo leading Carolina 12-3 is the score. The Panthers have an opportunity to go down and get some points before the half. Let's see what Carolina can do. That was a very crucial 3rd down completion. Andy Dalton to Teteroa McMillan. So now the ball, it's 2nd down and 7. The ball is at the Carolina 32-yard line. And now you give yourself an opportunity to possibly run a 2-minute drill and go get some points, which is huge for the Panthers. They could really need it here. At least a field goal. Got to stay competitive in this game somehow. It's going to be very hard to stop an offense like the Buffalo Bills. And the defense has done all they could. I mean, obviously, worst play was giving up that 64-yard rushing touchdown to James Cook. But other than that, our defense, they've given up yards, but they've held Buffalo to 2 field goals when the Bills had a chance to get into the end zone. Carolina's offense has really not helped them out. 3 and out on the opening drive. A very solid drive that actually got Carolina inside the red zone before Andy Dalton fumbled it away. You have the field goal drive, a couple of 3 and outs mixed in there, and now you've got this drive right here, a crucial 3rd down and 10 that was completed. Dalton to T-Mac. Now you've got 2nd down and 7. They ran a quick run with Chuba Hubbard, a 3-yard carry to set up 2nd down and 7. And for as much slander as I've given Andy Dalton today, I'll be honest, because I'm a big Bryce Young guy. I really wish we had Bryce Young in this game. Andy Dalton statistically has not been bad other than that fumble. 5 for 9, 56 passing yards. Some of his misses have been crucial in crucial plays, but the veteran presence is being shown. He is making plays. He's finding Teteroa McMillan a lot. I think I've realized that both these quarterbacks tend to look for T-Mac. Well, let's see. The Chicago Bears are rushing onto the field to kick a field goal. Let's see if they can get this to work. 4, 3, 2, 1. And they didn't do it. They got the kickoff and everything went well. It's just the kick was short. It was a 56-yard field goal. It was a good try, but they couldn't execute. So the Ravens lead the Bears 10-6 going to the half. Miami up 10-3 on Atlanta. The Falcons are playing Kirk Cousins at quarterback today. Michael Penix injured. So it's 2 quarterbacks in the NFC South, Bryce Young and Michael Penix, who are not playing today due to injury. As Ed Oliver on that last play was tackling Chuba Hubbard is actually off to the sideline right now. Looks like he's about to go into the blue medical tent. Back from the 2-minute warning. Got to hope Oliver's okay. 5 wide, 2nd down and 7. Dalton, and his pass is intercepted. And Chuba Hubbard makes the tackle at the 1-yard line. Epinesa reads the screen pass as perfect as you can read it, and Andy Dalton threw it right at him. So he makes the catch and a touchdown saving tackle from Chuba Hubbard. But Buffalo takes over, and they're at the Carolina 1-yard line. And you can see some defensive adjustments right before this play that Buffalo was making. Andy Dalton throws it right at Epinesa. Chuba Hubbard, the touchdown saving tackle. And now they are back at the Carolina 1-yard line. So as it's been blatantly obvious this entire game that the Carolina Panthers would probably be competitive today if they had Bryce Young at quarterback. But they do not. And Andy Dalton is absolutely shattering their chances in this game. Because not only is Buffalo a yard away from scoring a touchdown, they get the football to start the second half. First down and goal at the Carolina 1-yard line. QB sneak for Josh Allen, and he's in. Literally walking. Did not even hit the ground. Walked into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. All they had to do was push him in. So Epinesa, a near pick six, reads Andy Dalton like a book on that screen pass. In the very next play, all they have to do is push Josh Allen forward. And, I mean, he's just so big, no one could even tackle him. He just scores a touchdown. Here comes Matt Prater for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. Makes up for that previous missed extra point. 19-3, Buffalo leading. So what you could pretty much call a pick six from Andy Dalton. So that interception stopped them at the 1-yard line, and then they just punched in with Allen the next play. When I was thinking worst case scenario, I was thinking of just Carolina punting the football. And I was thinking Carolina punting the football and just, giving Buffalo a chance to go down and score. I think we would have rather that. We would have rather punt the football instead of getting that first down to T-Mac and see what our defense can do instead of letting Andy Dalton try and pass the rock. And that's why. And for those who wanted Andy Dalton to play today over Bryce Young, never speak to me. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Were we expected to win this game today? Absolutely not. This game was not expected to be competitive at all, actually, as it's turned out to be. But it just feels like how this game has gone. If we had Bryce Young in at quarterback, it could be a very different result. Instead, Carolina's playing like them same old selves. Andy Dalton to blame. 2 turnovers. Crucial fumble in the red zone, and throws a pretty much pick six. 19-3 is the score. ETN gets up to the 31-yard line. 1:44 to go in the first half. Here comes Andy Dalton in the offense. And if Andy Dalton and the offense don't score a touchdown here, we're probably cooked. So, either way, we're probably cooked. But I think the only good thing they can do here is score a touchdown, which not very likely at all, actually. First down and 10, going to toss it to the right side. Now, all of a sudden, Carolina wants to run the football with Rico Dowdle. He's got a first down and more. All of a sudden, Dave Canales realizes, wow, I have Rico Dowdle. We can run the football with him. And guess what happens? He gets a first down. All you had to do was run the football with Rico Dowdle. This team's ridiculous, man. It's right in front of you. It's been so obvious. Run the football with Rico Dowdle. Look what happens. The obsession with Chuba Hubbard is crazy. Andy Dalton about to throw it. Oh, no. I hope something good happens here. And there's McMillan for the first down. Good play from Dalton. Gets out of the pocket, rolls to the right, funds T-Mac again. What's going to hold Carolina back in this game was just the simple mistakes. T-Mac wide open. That's a good play from Dalton. It's just the simple mistakes that are holding Carolina back in this game. T-Mac, 4 receptions for 63 yards. Keep it on the ground with Rico Dowdle. And there he goes again. Another good run for Rico. Can we, hurry it up, please? We actually need to score a touchdown. I hate when we do this and we just start wasting clock. Come on. We need to score a touchdown. We don't need to kick a field goal. Come on, offense. Let's go. 40 seconds. And going. Dalton to throw. Don't get sacked. Oh, my gosh. Sacked by Joey Bosa. And Carolina will burn their first timeout. Just poor execution. Go call timeout and go score a touchdown. We don't need to settle for a 3. Now, who knows if we're going to get a field goal now? My goodness. I don't care what anyone says, but Bryce Young is not playing this bad. This is ridiculous, man. The inconsistency is ridiculous. One play, you got him rolling out, has a wide open McMillan for a first down. The other play, he just takes a sack when you cannot take a sack. This is becoming ridiculous. It's honestly been a joke. Clearly wasn't prepared to play today. 3rd down and 11, 35 seconds. This is a very long field goal for Ryan Fitzgerald. Trips left, McMillan on the right, Dowdle in the backfield. Dalton takes a shot and completes it to Coker for the first down at the 25-yard line. Jalen Coker comes up big once again for the Panthers. And there's our guy, Coker, making another big play. He gets out of bounds, so Carolina gets to preserve another timeout. Or that might be what they're reviewing right now. Did Coker get out of bounds? I think he did. And Jalen Coker's starting to come up big for the Panthers. Nope. So he did not get out of bounds. So Carolina will have to take their second timeout. I thought he did. I don't know. I guess, yeah, that one knee did come down right before he got out. If it was the Bills, they probably would have given them an out of bounds, but whatever. So 30 seconds on the clock. Carolina has 1 timeout. They are in field goal range for Ryan Fitzgerald, but that is probably the last thing that this offense is thinking of right now. They need a touchdown on this play. All right. All right, 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. At the Buffalo 19, trips to the right, McMillan on the left. Here comes the pressure. Dalton, are you freaking kidding me? Is sacked by Joey Bosa. There's a flag. Wait, did he trip him? What happened? He had to have tripped him, right? There's no way Dalton just fell like that. Yeah, tripping. Okay, that's what I thought. There's no way Dalton just fell like that. It had to be tripping or something. There we go. All right. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so that actually gives Carolina a chance here. What are you doing, Joey Bosa? Ugh. That's disgusting, man. I was about to lose my mind on Dalton, but I was like, there's no way he just slipped like that, did he? Joey Bosa trips up Andy Dalton. That's a 15-yard penalty. So now it's 1st and goal for Carolina, 26 seconds. They've got 1 timeout. Everything's got to be at the end zone. Trips to the right. Dowdle and Sanders on the left. Dalton to throw. Looking to the end zone. McMillan, one hand incomplete. Went for the one-hand reception and could not pull it down. 2nd and goal. 22 seconds on the clock. They tried to go McMillan back at the end zone right here. It's a solid look, but the rookie unable to make that one-hand catch. It'll be 2nd and goal. Good ball from Andy Dalton. Just McMillan not able to create enough separation to go get it. Second down and goal. Now you got trips right. McMillan on an island to the left. The play clock is winding down. The Panthers need to get the snap off, and they do. It's a screen pass to Jatavian Sanders. And okay, call timeout. Call timeout. All right, timeout. They get a little bit closer for 3rd and goal with 16 seconds on the clock. I actually like the play call there. Now, the last thing Carolina can do here is take a sack. This pass has to be inside of the end zone no matter what. I like this play call from Dave Canales because if Sanders does not get in, you get a little bit closer. Give yourself a better opportunity to get in the end zone. But if you can't get in the end zone here, just do not take a sack. It cannot be in play because it'll be 4th and goal. You can't spike the football. The Carolina Panthers cannot get a first down. So this, whatever happens right here, has to go into the end zone no matter what. 17 seconds, 3rd down and goal for the Panthers. Andy Dalton trotting back out there. Carolina could still have some life in this game if they can somehow get in the end zone. If not, they're going to have to settle for a chip shot field goal, which really doesn't give them that good of a chance. 3rd down and goal. Trips left, Jatavian Sanders on the right. It's Rico Dowdle in the backfield, and it looks like Buffalo will burn their first timeout. Try and put some pressure on Dave Canales in this offense. Sean McDermott, the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, was once the defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers, where he really put himself on the map. Then went over to Buffalo, has been with the Bills ever since. All right, it's got to be in the end zone, Dalton. Please, come on. Can the Panthers get a touchdown? This would be huge. Give themselves an opportunity in this game. All right. 3rd down and goal for the Panthers. Just please don't take a sack. Throw it in the end zone. Please. Please. Don't take a sack. Throw the ball away if you have to. 3rd down and goal. Play action. Dalton. Rolling to his right. No. Throw it away. Throw it away. Are you serious? Dalton takes a sack. Are you kidding me? And there's no way the field goal unit gets out in time. There's no way. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Snap, kick, Fitzgerald. I don't know what happened. Did he make it? Did he miss the kick? What happened? I think he missed it. Are you serious right now? We got down to the 4-yard line with 17 seconds and did not get any points. The last thing you had to do is take a sack there. Are you serious? Wow. And dudes wanted this dude in over Bryce Young. Unbelievable. That's actually diabolical. Just throw the ball away. You're a veteran. I thought you knew what to do in these situations, right? You're a veteran, so you have to be better than our young quarterback, allegedly, what some people tried to tell me. Are you serious? Just throw it away. And this is what people wanted in over Bryce Young. Hilarious. That's ridiculous, man. Absolutely deserved to lose this game. Not even Panthers fashion this time. It's Dalton fashion. I'll be back for the second half. You're watching live on Sports Talk with Krish. All right, I have to deal with the second half of football. Oh my god, man. This team will do anything to stay consistent. It's so confusing to me. I'm curious how this game would play out if Bryce Young was our quarterback today. Very curious because Andy Dalton is having one of the worst performances I think I've ever seen, bro. This is like so disappointing. 2 turnovers. I think that last play of the half is as catastrophic as a turnover. I mean, it's just freaking ridiculous. I didn't do anything with the scoreboard. I was crashing out for the last 15 minutes, so I would rather Hendon Hooker. I agree with that. I think that's a fair statement. I would rather Hendon Hooker. All right, I'll try and keep my sanity for a little bit longer. I know we weren't supposed to win this football game, but just my gosh, Andy Dalton. First down and 10. It's going to be a carry for James Cook, and it's a solid gain. And it's going to be a hold on the offense on that carry to Cook. So it'll be thank goodness I didn't go to this game. My goodness, since I found out that Bryce was probably not going to play and he just kind of been sitting there doubtful, whatnot. He's being horrible at every aspect in the game. It's so inconsistent because you'll get one like good looking pass from Dalton. He'll find T-Mac for a play. And then it's just the worst executed play possible. I mean, just talk about being washed. 1st and 20, there goes Josh Allen, and he gets a solid run. All right, scoreboard is updated now. Still 19-3. Yeah, it's been a freaking joke. My goodness. Second down and 15. Allen to throw, completes it, and this is caught Shakir, and it will be 3rd and short for Buffalo. I really have no hope for our offense, so I don't think it really matters if our defense gets a stop here or not, because I don't know if our offense would do anything. We got inside the red zone twice, 2 times, and didn't get a field goal or a touchdown or anything. Nothing. That's 2 touchdowns or 2 field goals off the board right there. Not sure to tell you or not. And a pretty much pick 6. So our defense has really only given up 12 points. 3rd down and 7. Allen looking, rolling to his right. Josh Allen chucks it downfield. There's a flag. It's incomplete. This is all pending the penalty, and Josh Allen says it's on Carolina. Great. So that's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Bills. And the ref was about to make the call, and then they're all saying it's on Carolina. Looks like we have an injured Bill, and it's going to be holding on the Panthers. And I think it's on J.C. Horn. It is on J.C. Horn. And I don't know if we're going to get a replay at this, so we are. J.C. Horn is on the left, where there's just a bunch going on over there. Oh, I think the receiver just slipped, so then they called that a hold. I don't think JC actually pushed him to the ground. I think the receiver slipped himself, but, it's enough for them to call it. So there goes James Cook on a carry, another solid gain before he's dragged down by Nick Scott. 2nd down and 7. Allen throws and completes it to Shakir, who goes down the sideline. Nobody's going to make a tackle. Shakir gets past Shaw Smith-Wade, and he's gone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Wow. And all of a sudden, now Carolina's defense has crumbled. Wow. My goodness. And this one is getting way too ugly to watch. Wow. Khalil Shakir makes the catch and just takes off. And here comes the extra point from Matt Prater. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. 26-3. Oh, can you guys, is it me or is it the actual broadcast? Just let me know. Oh. Four plays, 65 yards, and a 54-yard touchdown of Allen to Shakir. 26-3 is now the score. And Josh Allen has now passed Cam Newton for most games with one pass and one rushing touchdown in NFL history. Allen now at 46 with that passing touchdown to Shakir. Cam Newton was sitting there at 45. Wave Coker in motion, 1st down and 10. Chuba in the backfield. Dalton to throw and completes it to McMillan. That's a Carolina 1st down. Oh, at least we have Tedero and McMillan. My goodness. Just continuing to make plays, gets a Panther 1st down. 5 wide, first down and 10 for the Panthers. Dalton throws, and nobody looking for the football. Chuba Hubbard and Tommy Tremble had their back turned. Make it second down and 10. Ninth season as the Bills head coach for Sean McDermott, a 90-47 record, 1-1 against the Carolina Panthers, where he was once the defensive coordinator. Put himself on the map to get this Bills job. Second down and 10, 5 wide once again for the Panthers. Dalton, pump fakes, and a sack. Phillips gets to him, and it's now third and long. He actually had a wide open Jalen Coker in the middle of the field, was just not looking downfield. I mean, Coker as wide open as he can be, but instead it's third down and 17. 11 minutes to go in the third. And Dalton puts it on the deck and will have to go down. Drop the football on the snap and is sacked. It'll count as a sack, I believe. Fourth and long. I don't even know if it was possible for an NFL quarterback to play this bad. It went off the arm of Chuba Hubbard. The snap went off the arm of Chuba Hubbard, his elbow. Yeah. Snap goes off Chuba Hubbard's arm. Sam Martin boots it away. Shakir going to go recover it, and he does. And he'll return it up to about the 11-yard line before he's forced out of bounds by Thomas Incoom. And Buffalo will get the football back just like that. (26-3), Buffalo leads. All right, 10 minutes to go here in the third. Usually not ever this down and deflated, even when we are getting destroyed. It's just like once your team starts actually being somewhat decent again, as James Cook goes for a solid gain of about 7 yards. Team starts being somewhat decent, gives you hope. The worst thing to have in sports is hope, but it's just like, my goodness, man. Because despite it being 26-3, I believe this is a completely different game with Bryce Young at quarterback. I truly do. A completely different game with Bryce Young at quarterback. There goes James Cook again. He's tripped up, but not until he gets a first down. First down and 10, 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cook, 15 carries for 171 yards and a touchdown. And trying to hit it to the outside, and he will. He's got a first down and more before he's pushed out of bounds by Mike Jack. Well, I thought they would too, but I don't know. Andy Dalton has been really bad for us today on the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, I can't make really much more excuses for. It was close at first, but James Cook has just ran all over. This is a historic performance he's putting up right now. As Allen delivers, it is caught. There's Keon Coleman for a first down before he's pushed out of bounds in Carolina territory. Really, everything's been bad. There's like nothing good to say right now. I just feel like this team is completely different with Bryce Young at quarterback. It's pretty obvious. First down and 10. Carry for Ray Davis. And even he's making plays on us. Another solid gain. Second and manageable. Second down and 5. Ray Davis on the carry, and he is a yard short of the marker. Third down and 1 for Buffalo. Roseboom in there to make the tackle. Feel that. I feel that. Third down and 1 for the Bills. Allen and just so much space for Keon Coleman on a quick slant. And an easy first down for the Bills. And there's the general manager of the Carolina Panthers, Dan Morgan, who was inducted into the Miami Football Hall of Fame yesterday. Canes and Panthers legend, both on and off the field, as Cook will move forward for another Buffalo first down on the ground. I agree. Yeah, he just can't go anywhere. He can't shift anywhere. Zero. It's like there's zero room for error, and now Trevin Wallace is down, one of our key players on defense. James Cook has now eclipsed a career high 194 rushing yards in today's game, and we are at the halfway mark of the third quarter, so it could very much be more. Well, I mean, next game is against the Green Bay Packers on the road. And not only do we not win on the road, it's the Green Bay Packers. So it doesn't get a lot easier for the Panthers. I'll say that. And then again, we don't know if our quarterback is going to play or not. Because although he was showing signs of progression throughout this week preparing for the Bills, he never did a full participant practice. Everything was on the side. I love how Adam Schefter and like the big reporters, they kept tweeting out and saying that Bryce Young just doubtful, then inactive, and he didn't do anything in practice. He was working on the side, and he was running and doing everything he can to give himself an opportunity. He just never played. So a little bit of interesting journalism there, you could say, but it's still not even 100% guaranteed that Bryce plays next Sunday, which would really, really hurt. Like we need Bryce Young. We needed him today. And it's unfortunate we couldn't have him. I know he really wanted to play. He was pushing himself to play, but we need Bryce Young next week. This team needs Bryce Young. It is a night and day difference. With Andy Dalton at quarterback and Bryce Young at quarterback. It's two completely different ball games. There's levels to this, man. Again, if you are new to Sports Talk with Chris, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Do as many Carolina Panthers games as possible. Diehard Panthers fan myself. Charlotte Hornets as well, which don't even get me started on that shot that LaMelo Ball took last night. Hornets looking to make up for it today. They travel to Washington. They play at 6 against the Wizards, which if the Hornets want to prove they are a team on the rise, they need to win that game today. Charlotte led by 10 going into the fourth quarter against Philly and sold. But it does give me hope for the future. It's game 2 out of 82. Just unfortunate how it ended for the Hornets. Yeah, I know. You never want to be down by 23 anymore. Especially, it's confusing for, I think, some people, honestly. So, like, oh, it's the Panthers. But it's like, this is the 4-3 Panthers. And we've shown improvement, man. Like, we really have. We're on a 3-game win streak right now. We've continued to show improvement. But there'll be some games where we just win this big and some games that we just lose by this much. And crazy to say it, that despite being down 23, I think this is a completely different game if Bryce Young's at quarterback as James Cook walks in, touchdown Buffalo. Nothing else to say that our defense has just been absolutely atrocious today. Like, could not be more polar opposite than how they played last week. Yeah, I agree with this. 100% I agree with this. I would take 70. I would take Bryce Young right now. He's probably not even 50%. I'd take Bryce Young right now over Andy Dalton. Just to be on the field. Oh, man. James Cook. I wonder who has him in fantasy because my goodness, this is going to be a crazy stat line that he's putting up. 33-3 Buffalo leads. So happy I didn't go to this game, man. Disappointing, but in my head, I feel like we're already on to next week, which is, I mean, the only way we'll have a chance next week is if Bryce Young is healthy. I think it's time to put Hendon Hooker in the game. Oh, shoot. Cam Scatterboo has a dislocated ankle and was taken to the hospital. Oh, man, that's my freaking running back in a keeper league. That sucks. Hope that Scat's okay. Man, I was everyone rooting for Scatterboo. That sucks. I really hope he's all right. All right. Prater to boot it away. And ETN will bring it up to the 30 and then backpedals a little bit. So now we have a big pile at about the 27-yard line. And all the struggles really started the moment Andy Dalton fumbled that football on the second drive. And then pretty much a pick six to Epinensa, taking a sack when the last thing you can do is, oh yeah, and Fitzgerald missed that field goal either way. I don't know if he even got it off in time, but he missed it either way because there's just so much of a rush to get it off. First down and 10 for the Panthers. Dalton to throw. Pump faking, and he loses the football. Great. So I think that's going to be a fumble. And they're saying fumble. Andy Dalton is having one of the worst performances I think I've ever seen from a quarterback in NFL history. So much so that Bryce Young had a historically bad rookie season and he never played this bad. This is unbelievable. And I mean, I can see the throwing motion. So I don't know if they'll give him grace for that, but currently on the field, they're ruling this a fumble. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of hard. Because the ball wasn't like tipped out of his hands. Just the way he threw it made it look like it was. Is it just Buffalo ball just like that? Or 2 fumbles, an interception. They did call it a missed field goals and 4 sacks. And yep, they're saying Buffalo ball. All right. So literally one play back, guess what happens? Andy Dalton fumbles the football again. Good job. So we give the ball back right to the Bills. I mean, the scoreboard looks horrible, but it's Andy Dalton giving the Bills the football back and forth that gives them chances to keep scoring. I don't know how anyone's picked up on that. I'm not saying that James Cook has absolutely fried us today and is having the best game of his career. But George Pickens had the best game of his career a couple of weeks ago, had 170 yards and a touchdown. And the Panthers stayed in the game because they had offense going with it. Sometimes games have to be shootouts. And to be honest with you, I think Buffalo has about 20 points if it's not for all the Panthers' offensive miscues that have put their defense in such a terrible spot. And if Carolina capitalizes on some of their drives that they messed up on, I think it's a pretty tight game. But either way, just very disappointing. Very disappointing. This is beyond disappointing of what I've seen from Andy Dalton today. He just no longer looks capable of being a quarterback in the National Football League. There's not much else to say to that. We need Bryce Young next Sunday. Need it. We need Bryce Young back. I can't do this. Even when we got blown out in games with Bryce Young, I could at least tolerate it a little bit. I can't tolerate this. This is so bad. Allen throws. It's caught. Kincaid. Or excuse me, that is not Kincaid. That's Hawes, the rookie from Georgia Tech. First and goal, Buffalo. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The third quarter, that is. Yep. Still a lot more to play, unfortunately. Buffalo with 20 first downs today. Carolina with 11. Ray Davis down to about the 2-yard line. Second and goal for Buffalo. Carry for Davis and pushing forward. Did he get in? And I think they're going to say just short. He thought he got in, but just short. Third and goal at the half-yard line. And it looks like they're going to do that tush push with Josh Allen, who gets in for the touchdown. I agree. I agree. Thank you. I really appreciate if someone would say it for once. As this team is built around Bryce Young, not no Andy Dalton. Extra point is good, and now Buffalo leads 40-3. I wish we can just sim the rest of this game. I'm not leaving. I know it's rough. I would never become a Chiefs fan. That's just disgusting. Imagine being a Chiefs fan, man. I want winning to be a privilege. Oh, I really can't do this anymore. Please, just end it. Oh, we get a good old days video. 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame nominees got Greg Olson, Steve Smith, and Luke Kuechly, all from the Carolina Panthers. All three of them really should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why it's taken so long, but on the return is ETN, and he will get up past the 30-yard line to the 32, 33-yard line. Please tell me it's not Andy Dalton running back out. Putting me to sleep. Jeez. And according to Sheena Quick, Andy Dalton is still in at quarterback. Oh, and there's a view at Luke Kuechly in the radio booth for the Carolina Panthers. Him, Jake Delhomme, and Anish Shroff called the games. First down and 10 for the Panthers. Andy Dalton still in at QB. A carry for Chuba Hubbard. About 2-3 yards on the carry. Trips right. Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. Second down and 7. Dalton throws and completes it. There's McMillan. Pass midfield to the Buffalo 45. Another Panthers first down and a lot more. As Tedero McMillan really doing everything he can to make plays for this team today. He's actually had a very good day. If I can check his exact stat line, he's got 4 receptions for 63 yards. Had a good game. Another carry for Chuba Hubbard before he gets maybe 2-3 yards. That is the end of the third quarter. Buffalo leads 40-3 is the score. Going into the fourth. I'll take a look around the league and see what's happening everywhere else because I had enough of what's going on here. Jets are driving down 31-16 against the Bengals. So they get in the end zone, they'll have a chance. The Ravens-Bears game is actually a pretty good game right now. Chicago down by 3 to go on a long drive. Miami is destroying Atlanta, which I guess makes me feel a little better that the Falcons are getting destroyed. Houston up by 8 on San Francisco. Looks like a good ball game there. With Cam Scatterboo out and the Eagles driving right now, I don't think the Giants are going to be able to come back on Philly. New England destroying Cleveland. And that's it for the 1 o'clock slate. And at 4 o'clock, we get an NFC South matchup with the Bucs and the Saints. Tampa Bay can take full control of the division if they win this game, but if not, could make things still a little interesting. JC Horn just looks so mad. I can't even blame him. It's been the game ever. Second down and 7 to start the fourth quarter. Andy Dalton to throw, and his pass is caught by Jalen Coker. And there goes a carry for Hubbard, it looked like. And it is Chuba Hubbard getting a couple yards on the carry. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 to be exact, a gain of 4 on that carry. They're showing videos of Greg Olsen helping out at Charlotte Christian. Second down and 6, 2 receivers on the left, Leggett on the right, Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. Leggett looking for his first reception of the game. Dalton to throw, rolling to his right, and he's sacked again. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. And Luke Kuechly, the Charlotte Christian linebackers coach, they keep showing back to him calling the game in the radio booth. Third down and 10 for Carolina. 2 receivers on both sides. Here comes the blitz. Dalton pump fakes, delivers, and it's too high for McMillan. Incomplete. It's now fourth down and 10, and now the referees are needing assistance. An injured Carolina Panther. It's Brady Christensen, one of the anchors on this offensive line, is down. $13 to go in the fourth quarter, and it looks like Fox will step aside. So, not sure what Carolina wants to do on fourth down and 10. I'd honestly just go for it. I mean, I've literally never been this silent during the breaks and stuff. I'm so lost for words. I don't even know what to say right now. Again, we were not supposed to win this game. It's just like, wow, and Brady Christensen's getting carted off. Awesome. You gotta hope that he's okay, but my goodness, now Brady Christensen getting carted off, like. And might as well go for it. Fourth down and 10 for the Panthers. Gonna wave Jimmy Horn in motion. Andy Dalton throws, and it is caught by Xavier Leggett for a Panthers first down. Right at the line to gain, Andy Dalton finds Leggett. Those two actually have a solid connection. Andy Dalton got Excel in the end zone for his first career touchdown last season. And for another one in week 6 against Atlanta. They actually have a pretty solid connection. First down and 10. Trips right. T-Mac on the left, Hubbard in the backfield. Dalton delivers. It is caught. Jatavian Sanders up to the 20-yard line. Panthers have a plus 43 point differential in the second half this season, but today, negative 21 as Chuba Hubbard takes a hit but stays on his feet and has enough for a Panthers first down. First down and 10. Coker on the right, Leggett and T-Mac on the left. Dalton to throw and completes it to Leggett once again. Second catch of the day and second catch on this drive. And it'll be second down and short, 11 and a half minutes remaining. Another look at Sean McDermott, head coach for the Buffalo Bills. And his team looks like they're going to stay undefeated after the bye week in the McDermott and Allen era. Trips right and T-Mac on the left. Second down and 4. Dalton throws. It's caught. It's McMillan. And he is down short of the end zone, but he's got the first down. It's first and goal for the Panthers. Looking to finally get in the end zone today. Carolina, even in their worst games, has at least gotten into the end zone once. 12-play, 64-yard drive looking to cash in with a touchdown. A carry for Chuba Hubbard. Powers ahead. Did he cross the line to gain? And he did. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his first rushing touchdown of the season. A couple of receiving touchdowns. But Powers ahead for his first rushing touchdown. And the Panthers finally get in the end zone. Now we got to make sure he got in, and we got to see where his knee went down. If the ball was over the line to gain, I don't think the refs are even going to check it either way, though. I mean, they probably just feel bad for us. 10:33 to go in the fourth quarter. And until we get a camera angle of Ryan Fitzgerald coming out for the extra point, I don't think it's 100% confirmed that this is a touchdown for Chuba Hubbard. Really no celebrations, but a couple of high fives as Chuba Hubbard comes back to the sideline. Yep, and it has been confirmed a touchdown. So here comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and Fitzgerald misses the extra point. No good. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough day. So 40-9 is the score from Charlotte. So Chuba Hubbard with his first rushing touchdown of the season gets Carolina in the end zone. Ryan Fitzgerald misses the extra point. So the score is 40-9. Oh, Brian Daboll was about to lose his sanity on the sideline. My goodness. The return from Curtis Samuel, the former Carolina Panther, and he is smacked. A flag is down. Honestly, for good reason that Daboll is crashing out on the sideline, calling offensive pass interference on Darius Slayton. But I mean, him and the corner had some excessive moves. You want to call him and Quinyon Mitchell, they both had some excessive. I mean, he's literally holding his hand. Mitchell is to Slayton. I mean, they both had some excessive movements. Come on, man. That's wrong. And Josh Allen will now get his rest on the sideline. Mitchell Trubisky is in to the ball game at quarterback for the Bills. Ray Davis in the backfield. Trubisky, the toss to the right side for Davis, and he is met at the line of scrimmage by Nick Scorton. Forcing the TFL, it'll be second and long. Take a look at Josh Allen and the Bills when he went to Toronto, the hometown baseball team for Buffalo is the Toronto Blue Jays. That's the closest to them. Blue Jays in the World Series, tied 1-1 with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Game 3 tomorrow night in LA. Toronto destroyed LA in Game 1. Blake Snell pitched a solid game till he was taken out, and Barger hit a grand slam. Jays went on to win that game 11-4. And then last night, Yamamoto held his ground, pitching the entire game for the Dodgers. They defeated Toronto 5-1, I believe was the final score. Now Derek Brown on the sideline getting some attention. Arguably Carolina's best defensive player. I mean, when it rains, it pours. It's unbelievable. Second down and 10 for the Bills. Ray Davis in the backfield. Trubisky in shotgun, and Davis will get the carry again. Go for a couple of yards before he's down. Third down and looks like 8 for Buffalo. We'll go to that replay where Nick Scorton got the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Great play by the second-round selection from A&M. Showing so much promise these last few weeks. He's going to be a baller in this league. And now Derek Brown going into the blue medical tent. Third down and 7 for the Bills. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Trubisky already in at quarterback. 3 receivers on the left, Ty Johnson on the right. The play clock is down to 1. And I do not think they got that off at all. And here comes either a flag or a timeout from Sean McDermott. And Buffalo will take a timeout to avoid the delay of game penalty. Injuries, all that have occurred today. Cade Mays, Taylor Moton, Trevin Wallace, and Brady Christensen. Now Derek Brown on the sideline. Even Jimmy Horn went to the locker room for a little bit. I don't know what his status is, but it has just been injuries all over the place. The Panthers are getting met today. Football gods are not on our side. Third down and 7 for the Bills. Pretty much the exact same look. Trubisky steps up, delivers over the middle, and it is caught. First down, Buffalo. Elijah Moore with the reception. So Buffalo calls a timeout, comes out in the exact same look. So the Panthers get to see the exact same look twice and still give up a first down in the middle of the field to a backup quarterback in a second team offense. Hilarious. First down and 10 for the Bills. Carry for Johnson, and Solid yards before he goes down. James Cook had an unbelievable performance today against the Panthers. I'll always remember this. Cook 19 carries for 216 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those 216 rushing yards are an NFL season high, even past what Rico Dowdle was doing. 2nd down and 7, play action. Trubisky rolls, throws, and completes it to Keon Coleman for another Bills first down. Tackle made by the undrafted free agent Corey Thornton. Now Mitchell Trubisky making plays against the Panthers. Awesome. First down and 10, under 7 minutes remaining. A toss to the right side for Ray Davis, and he will get a yard on the carry. 2nd down and 9. Second down and 8, under 6 minutes remaining now. Carry for Ray Davis, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage. It's Lathan Ransom. Took him a minute to officially get him down, and then he did. What a play from the rookie from Ohio State. Won a national championship with the Buckeyes last year. Shoots the gap to get the tackle on Ray Davis. It'll be 3rd and long for Buffalo. Lathan Ransom, what a play. He's a dog. So much potential for him. Very good run safety. 3rd down and 12 for the Bills. We're approaching the 5-minute mark in this game, and then this nightmare will be over for Panthers fans. Trubisky throws, and it's too tall for the rookie tight end out of Georgia Tech. 4th down and 12. And they're just going to keep Derek Brown on the sideline. Had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and 3 passes deflected last week against the Jets in that 13-6 victory. 4th and 12, and Buffalo will punt. And this ball will carry ETN on the return. He makes the catch, and we'll get up to about the 19-yard line. Carolina football with under 5 minutes to go. See if they can do anything. Next week, the Panthers travel to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. It doesn't get any easier for the Panthers. Then after that, they get NFC South teams. They host the Saints, play in Atlanta against the Falcons. So hopefully they can get Bryce Young back next week against the Green Bay Packers. Although they probably won't win that football game either, just to get them going somewhere. This is a carry for Rico Dowdle, and he's got a solid gain. Looks like Andy Dalton's just going to finish this game off at quarterback for the Panthers. Rico Dowdle on 4 less carries than Chuba Hubbard. Has 20 more yards. His average 7 yards a carry, Chuba 3. Chuba does have the touchdown today, but I mean, it's just been so obvious that Rico has been better as of late. 2nd and 8, Dalton, he is stuck, and there's another sack. Epinensa, who almost got the pick six. He at least got an interception off Dalton, almost a pick six. Gets to Andy Dalton. It'll be 3rd and long. Third down and 12 for the Panthers. Dalton steps up, delivers, completes it to Jatavian Sanders, and he's still on his feet fighting for yards. And it'll be 4th and manageable before he's pushed out of bounds. 3:26 on the clock. And Andy Dalton is coming off the field, so the Panthers are just going to punt. Sam Martin to boot it away. And this will be fair caught at about the 26-yard line. Buffalo's 26-yard line. So 3:19 on the clock, and the Bills get it back. First down and 10 for the Bills. Johnson will get the carry to the left side, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Roseboom gets in there. 2nd and long for Buffalo. Carry for Ty Johnson. Another solid gain. It'll be 3rd down and long. And the clock goes to the 2-minute warning. So when we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 7 for Buffalo just to finish this off. The Jets are actually really close to getting their first win right now. They're driving down by 6 to the Bengals. They're down in 7. Trubisky throws, and it is dropped. Try to do a screen pass to Elijah Moore, and he dropped it. A 4th down and 7, and the Panthers will get the ball back. Fourth down and 7. And this is booted away. It'll be ETN on the return, makes the catch. He's up to the 20, tries to get off a man, but he's out at the 24-yard line. Minute 46 remaining. The Panthers have the football. About to fall to 4-4 on the season. The Bills to 5-2. Crazy how the Panthers are 4-4 on the season. This is how they play some weeks. And that's a carry for ETN. And now whistles are blown because we've got flag on the field. Looks like Jatavian Sanders. Some of these Panthers guys getting a little annoyed with these Bills guys. It's getting a little funky here at the end of this game. Just end it already. I don't know why. We're unnecessary fighting, guys. Just end the game. Come on. You're the team that's down by 31. Don't embarrass yourself anymore. What happened? I think he initially pushed Mitchell Evans to the ground and started pushing him extra for no reason. Oh, never mind. The Bills started that. What is wrong with them? I don't know what Mitchell Evans did. He just got pushed to the ground for no reason. And this guy started starting extra with him. So then Jatavian Sanders wants to go back up his teammate. I don't know what that dude on Buffalo was trying to do. I actually appreciate Jatavian Sanders going up to him like that. And then pushed him to the ground afterwards. I have no clue what that was about. ETN stays in the backfield for first down and 10. And Joe Brady already packing up his stuff. He is ready to go. Huh. He's already got the bag out. He is ready to get out of here. Can't blame him. He came into here to his former team and did his job. Took care of business. Amazing execution on the offensive side of the ball from the Bills today. Bryce Young watches. Hopefully we will have him next week against Green Bay. Second down and 8 for the Panthers. ETN's got some space on this carry, and he'll have enough for a Panthers first down. Carolina does need to snap the football one more time, and then this game will officially be over. Here comes the last play of the game, a carry for ETN, trying to get it to the outside, and he'll be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. And that is all she wrote. Wow, that was a very rough showing from the Carolina Panthers. They get vanquished at Bank of America Stadium by the Buffalo Bills. 40-9 is the final score. A disgusting performance from Andy Dalton in this offense. The defense initially did all they could, but it didn't help when James Cook had 216 rushing yards, a historic performance, an amazing performance in today's game against the Panthers defense. Just on both sides of the ball, Carolina did not look good at all. And the Panthers hope to have Bryce Young next week as they fall to 4-4 on the season. They have to travel to take on the Green Bay Packers. So hopefully they do have BY9 back out there, but just a very disappointing performance from the Panthers today nonetheless. That's going to do it on here. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I really have nothing else to say. I'll obviously drop a recap on my Instagram page, and I'm going to start posting those on YouTube as well. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all hopefully next week. It'll look much better for the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding.